Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John, and I come to you from WDWParkhoppers.com. Joining me over on the other side of the internet is the handsome and lovely man, Mr. Tony Caselnova from Disney by the Numbers. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
How are you? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How about you? Hanging in there?
Doing great. Had a great weekend. Spent it with some Disney friends. Not at Disney, so it was really different, but it was great. Had a great time.
Disney friends, not at Disney.
I know. We cooked up the idea of maybe doing like a series of videos or blog posts or something about how you can come to Orlando and spend a bunch of time at Disney and then go off property and have just as good a time, which is a crazy thought. Some people are like, some people are freaking out right now. Hey, you can't come to Orlando and not come to Disney. So just relax. It's all good. Yeah. But that was good. It was a good weekend. So ready for tonight. Looking forward to it. We got a great interview coming up later on that you'll hear later on. I think next week is when that one's going to go live. So it's going to be a fun night tonight.
Yeah, sounds good. Got some interesting news to talk about too.
Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and get into it, my friend.
All right. First up, let's start with some meetups. One is we want you to save the date. For June 24th, we're going to have a meetup at the Carolwood Room over at the Wilderness Lodge. This is the room in the DVC building that has some of like Walt train memorabilia in it. And we're going to bring in a special guest, Jim Korkis, who is a Disney historian. You've seen him in DVC News or DVC Files. The magazine. He writes some articles for that, and he's written many books on Disney, and he's going to come and talk to us about trains. I think he's going to bring some of his books with him, so you can buy a book from Jim and get it signed. Maybe take a little picture of Jim, get an autograph, whatever you want to do. Well, within reason to Jim. I think Jim does have some limitations. So save the date. We'll tell you the exact time. Probably by next week we'll have a time nailed down for you. And then don't forget, we're still having our meetup September 2nd. There'll probably be some other things in between there that I'm trying to work on too. But we're having a meetup September 2nd at a Bay Lake Grand Villa. Go to facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast to reserve your ticket. They are limited. We can't have everybody showing up. And it is just a small little price to pay to come hang out with us. And it will help us be able to supply refreshments for you.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, all of the guests of the Disney Parks Podcast are exit only.
Exactly. Exactly. What else do we want to talk about? Let's talk about the Amazon Echo and Amazon Dot. If you have one, just say, hey, Amazon Echo, play me the Disney Parks podcast. And like magic, he or she, depending on how you've named yours, will play the Disney Parks podcast. And it's a great way to listen to the show at home while you're dusting, cleaning, cooking dinner, or just hanging out with the kids.
Yep,
because
absolutely.
This is a G-rated show.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time.
Most of the time. About 99.9.
Yeah, it's rare that it doesn't go G-rated.
Right.
A couple of things I want to talk about is I wear almost exclusively, and I'm wearing one right now. I'm actually wearing the Walt Disney Mickey Mouse Club shirt. I wear T-shirts. I'm sure Tony's, if he's wearing clothes, has a Disney by the Numbers T-shirt club shirt on. The Disney by the Numbers T-shirt club is amazing. The quality of the artwork is phenomenal. Disney quality artwork. And I mean that sincerely. Also, the shirts are incredible, and it's an incredible value because unlike other clubs or boxes, subscription services, we do not charge a monthly fee. What happens is you sign up for the club. You get an email at the front of the month saying, hey, these are the shirt design or designs, depending on how many designs are that month. And whatever you want, you buy. And if you don't want anything, don't do anything. And we don't send you anything automatically. And here's where it gets really crazy. The T-shirt club prices are $13 a shirt. Let me say that one more time. $13 a shirt. Yep. Now, plus sizes are like another $2, but still, $13 a shirt is a small, paltry sum to pay for a high-quality Disney shirt that, honest to God, will last you longer than the shirts that you get from Walt Disney World.
And I beg you to go find a Disney shirt for $13.
Yeah, exactly. So check that out. What you want to do is you want to go to the Disney Parks Podcast website, and you want to look for the Disney by the Numbers T-shirt club. It's the only thing in our sidebar that has a T-shirt on it, so it's going to be really easy to see. Click on that button. You go to the site. You put your email address in, and then the first of the month you should get an email from the Disney by the Numbers T-shirt club. Sign up today, and don't miss out. I don't go anywhere when I'm wearing these shirts, and I don't get tons of compliments. Got compliments yesterday in Tampa. Unbelievable. Yep. So the other thing is Mr. Caselnova is a published author. He has a book called, oddly enough, Disney by the Numbers. It's chock full of incredible facts and figures. He's been collecting these for decades, it seems like, all the facts and figures he's got. And this one is just about Walt Disney World. So you can get a copy of his book at DisneyByTheNumbers.com. There's also a link at the Disney Parks podcast site. I also have a book called The Disney Bucket List. There's 100 things you could do at the Magic Kingdom that you may not know. Some really cool bucket list items that you can add to make your vacation even more magical. You can find that over at www.parkhoppers.com, or you can click the link on the Disney Parks podcast website.
Don't forget to rate us and review us in iTunes or Google Play or Stitcher or wherever you find the show. And last but not least, give us a call at 407-413-9010 if you're in the parks and you see something cool or interesting or have a question. Just drop us a line and we can use it here on the show.
That's right. Anything else, my friend?
That's it.
All right. Well, I guess there's nothing else we can do but get into the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Have you ever come to Orlando and you're the person that has to make all the dining plans, all the fast passes, get all the tickets? Well, we have a service that can help you do this. This is the best service. They are themeparkconcierge.com. You can call them up at 407-257-9973. Tell them your plans. They'll send you a little profile, get some information about you and your traveling party, what you want to do, what you don't want to do. And then they can set up a custom plan for you. And they'll take you around the parks. They'll make the dining plans. They'll get the fast passes. They'll take you to Walt Disney World. They'll take you to Universal. They'll take you to Busch Gardens, to SeaWorld, to Legoland, to all of those places. And they will do all of the work for you. Contact them at themeparkconcierge.com. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com Facebook.com/Ramon VIP Concierge or email them at Ramon@themeparkconcierge.com. I am telling you, you will not be disappointed. And if you tell them the Disney Parks Podcast sent you, you'll get 10% off your order.
Well, our good friend Duffy's got a new friend that's going to be debuting at Tokyo Disney Sea Park on March 30th. Tokyo Disney Resort recently announced that a new character named Stella Lou will debut at Tokyo Disney Sea Park as a new friend of Duffy. Now, this little lavender-colored girl bunny with cute bunny ears and starry eyes dreams of dancing on the Broadway stage. From her, Duffy learns the importance of pursuing a dream, and he gives her encouragement. Now, merchandise and food items related to Stella Lou will go on sale from March 30th, while an entertainment program featuring the little bunny will premiere on April 4th. Now, the entertainment program is going to be called Stella Lou's Greeting Drive, and will feature Stella Lou riding on a big city vehicle to greet guests in American waterfront. Guests can also enjoy the banners, posters, and other decorations with images of Stella Lou set up in the area, as well as a photo spot where they can take pictures of their Stella Lou plush toy. Now, going on sale from March 30th will be 3 types of Stella Lou merchandise, including plush toys, while 13 other types of merchandise, including pouches, will go on sale from April 10th at McDuck's department store at Tokyo Disney Sea Park.
I thought we killed off Duffy the bear. I thought this whole thing was dead. Now, Duffy has a girlfriend. What's Sally Mae? I can't remember. Whatever.
Shelley Mae.
Shelley Mae. Okay, I was close. So Duffy's got a girlfriend, Sally Mae, and then there was Gelatoni, and now there's Gelatoni, and which I didn't mind because I had the Tony in there. But now we got a Stella Lou. Hey, Stella Lou. Sounds like
what they're doing.
An Italian mobster's wife.
You know what they're doing?
What?
They're going through all the kingpins of Disney bloggers. They started out with Gelatoni.
Gelatoni.
And then now they've moved over to Stella Lou. Next, there'll be Ricky Rabbit.
Ricky.
And then in about 15 years, there'll be a Parkhopper Pete doll, named after me. It'll be a trucker bunny with a little trucker hat on.
Yeah.
And with a cigarette sticking out of his mouth and a CB thing in his hand.
All right, is the food items going to be rabbit? We can have rabbit on.
I was thinking that very same thing. I was like, they're going to serve rabbit.
There's so many jokes I can do.
Everybody, we're going to serve frogua.
Yeah, I just don't get the whole thing. It's not. I don't think I'm the target audience for that. So maybe that's why.
You were too old and not the right. Well, I mean, guys kids go for it, but you're probably not the right demographic.
Yeah. I think they're, shooting for teens and women. Anyway, over at Disneyland Paris, they're really getting ready now. I think they had the first celebration thing on Sunday, March 26th. To kind of kick off Disneyland Paris 25th anniversary. So they once again put out a list of all the fun things. And I don't think we need to go into the details of a lot of these because I think we've spoken about most of this. But just want to give you some of the things. If you are heading to Disneyland Paris, go check out Star Tours. The adventure continues. They're going to be doing some new things over there. They also have Meet the Dark Side of the Force, where you can get to play around with Vader and other things. There's the Disney Stars on Parade, which I think is going to be very much like what we used to have here, Disney Stars in Cars. I think they're doing the same thing. They're going to put a whole bunch of characters in cars and parade them around. So that's a whole new parade. And then you'll have Mickey Presents the Happy Anniversary Disneyland Paris, which is a brand new stage show specifically created for the 15th anniversary, but Disney Stars invite guests to gather in front of the stage of Sleeping Beauty's castle for a huge anniversary celebration every day of the year. Also then, the Starlit Princess Waltz, which is another brand new show with a sprinkle of fairy dust, Tinkerbell opens the festivities in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle. Aurora wants to invite the other Disney princesses to the ball, like Ariel, Belle, Snow White, Cinderella, Jasmine, Rapunzel, and Tiana. Each princess makes her entrance in a magnificent ball gown, specially created for the 25th anniversary. I am sure they will sell them in stores shortly thereafter. Their message is to remind the audience that every little girl, regardless of her age or background, is a princess. And to top off this whole cake, Disney Illuminations, as nighttime falls, it's a time for the final spectacular new experience called Disney Illuminations. I wonder where they got that name from. This is an all-new show featuring state-of-the-art technology, which incorporates sounds, lights, projections, fountains, and the breathtaking pyrotechnic effects. So, sounds like they're going to have a lot of fun for their 25th anniversary.
Yes. They did such a great job with the 60th, and now they're doing a great job for the 25th anniversary of Disneyland Paris.
Gives me hope for our 50th.
I'm becoming optimistic about our 50th. And Disneyland Paris is such a beautiful park. That castle, I mean, it literally is ripped right out of the movie. It's really, honestly, physically Sleeping Beauty's castle. It's just so gorgeous with the square trees, just like in the movie. So anything that they do there, I think, is going to be good. Plus, Disney's making a play for purchasing it, so I'm sure that they're trying to plus up their offerings for the anniversary to make everybody feel even much more comfortable with maybe selling. Right. So I'm excited about it. Their shows are really good. The nighttime show, I said, when I saw it a couple of years ago, it's one of my favorites. So I'm looking forward to this Disney Illuminations and seeing what it looks like too. So I can't wait for that. That'd be great. Yeah. So nothing but upside on that. Super good. Yeah. Super excited.
I want to see the ball gowns for the princesses. I want to see what they did with those.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, they'll be selling them in the stores, in the Disney store.
Yeah, there's going to be a big uptick in the Bippity Boppity Boutique.
Oh, yeah.
Sales, I'm sure. It's fine. Whatever. All right, so let's move on to Disneyland Park a little closer to home. Autopia, for many Disney fans, holds a very special place in our hearts, especially for Disneyland Park guests, many of whom got behind the wheels for their very first time on that very classic attraction. Now, Disneyland is excited to unveil an all-new look and story for Autopia, powered by Honda, featuring Honda's Asimo, which is Asimo
robot.
means robot, which means advanced step in innovative mobility. Asimo is a humanoid robot, and its new robotic friend Bird. Bird is a word.
Bird.
Anyway, the first character created especially for this attraction as they embark on the ultimate road trip. Now, these new scenes feature Asimo and Bird as they plan their trip, load up their Honda vehicle, and experience adventures that take them from a campground to the sky beyond. The new look for Autopia first debuted in spring of 2016 when the cars were repainted in Honda colors and received new fuel-efficient Honda engines, badges, and tires. Now, Disneyland Park fans will remember Asimo from its starting role in the Honda Asimo Theater in Tomorrowland from 2005 to 2015, and was one of my favorite stops when we were at D23 a few years ago.
Yeah,
I got my little Asimo coin. I got a little Asimo, Honda Disneyland Asimo coin. Yeah, I totally got that in there somewhere.
Oh. So Asimo's really just going home. I mean, he's already been there, and he's just kind of returning.
Yeah, well, he went out on his own, went to college, got a degree in
robotics,
in English, in early 15th century English. Didn't do so well in the job market, so now he's moving back home with his parents. He's living in a basement.
I think he's doing smart home technology installs.
He's part of Geek Squad.
Yeah,
he's very excited about his new opportunities.
All right, in a park that I always feel like they're short on space, and trying to see what things they can reconfigure to get more land, to build something else. Why do they still have an Autopia? I mean, there's rumors flying around that ours is going to go away, and we got plenty of land. We could build a bigger Autopia and still be, fine. I don't know. I guess this has a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people, including, the Disneyland park.
Yeah. I totally agree. I mean, I'll make I've never ridden Autopia ever.
What?
I know. And here's why. You want to know why? I drive a car.
But you can't drive a car without your hands on the wheel and just your foot on the gas, and you just don't care.
Oh, I can't, can I?
I don't know. Do you?
Here's the thing. If I had kids, it's a completely different story. Yeah. I'd ride Autopia because it'd be fun because my kid's driving. I've never really been excited by it because, when you deal with adults in traffic, the last thing you want to think about is a kid in a car in traffic. I'm just saying. And I don't really have, and maybe it's just because I didn't grow up with Disney. I don't really have a special place in my heart for that specific attraction. Yeah. Not like a Haunted Mansion, right. Or right next door here in Walt Disney World, Space Mountain, but if people want to still ride it, go for it. And if they could update the theme to make it more Tomorrowland centric, that makes it even better for me. So I'm okay with this. I wouldn't mind if they brought it over to Walt Disney World and updated Tomorrowland a little bit more. I think this would be something that makes sense to make Tomorrowland more Tomorrowlandy.
Yeah, we'll see. See, I have a feeling we're going to get it yanked. That's just my guess.
I agree. I agree too, Tron.
Yeah. Okay, hey, don't forget, if you'd like to support this podcast, go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast, where we have exclusive ad-free shows, exclusive video content, and we have a whole bunch of new offers for all of our Patreons. And we'd like to thank David, Willie, and Jeremy for your current contributions. That helps keep this show going.
Absolutely. We're trying to do a lot of really cool things, and for us to be able to do that is going to require some funding. And we've heard from you guys. We know that there seemed to be, at one time, there's a lot of ads, and we've tried to keep the ad space down on the actual show. But that comes with a price, and hosting and some of the things that we want to do require money to make that happen. So we know there's a lot of folks out there, and we know there's a lot of fans of the show and people who really appreciate what we do. And if you just gave a couple of dollars a month, that would be a huge deal for us. That would be a huge help for us because, sending out emails, our email newsletters are kicking back in, and, we're getting to that point where we have to start paying more because we have so many people on our list. So little things like that you don't think about. We've been around a while, and, we need the money to do some cool stuff. So that's why we throw this out there. So we appreciate you guys and everything that you guys do to help us. So thanks a lot.
All right. The FastPass floodgates for Pandora are now opening. Can you hear them?
Yes. And the Pandora news and stuff is coming fast and furious.
Yeah. Fast and furious. So if you are a anxiously awaiting Pandora person, you better start your countdown clock because this all happens on May 27th. What Disney is saying now is FastPass Plus reservations are now open to experience the land and never-before-seen attractions for guests staying at select Walt Disney World resorts and hotels. As you may know, Pandora, the World of Avatar, will transport you, the fun-loving guests, to a visually stunning world with floating mountains, bioluminescent plants, and so much more. It'll also feature 2 one-of-a-kind attractions. I like how they did that. 2 one-of-a-kind attractions. One will be the Avatar Flight of Passage, where you will hop on the backside of a Banshee and fly over the world of Pandora. The second is a family-friendly Navi River journey, which will send guests down a mystical river hidden with bioluminescent rainforest. Guests at select Walt Disney World resorts hotels can reserve FastPass Plus selections for the 2 attractions up to 60 days prior to check-in. Beginning, I think this was on Friday, actually. So if you haven't, go do it soon. For other guests who have pre-purchased valid park admission, reservations will begin starting the 30th of this month, March, for their visits beginning May 27th. You may select one of these 2 attractions on your first set of Disney Pass selections, depending on your availability. So what they're doing is they're going to a tiered system in the Animal Kingdom, and the 2 Pandora attractions are Tier 1, so you get one of those, and then you can pick 2 from Tier 2, and that'll be everything else in the park. The only thing in Tier 1 are these 2 attractions. So you'll have to use all 3 before you can get another Fast Pass, hopefully, for the second Pandora attraction. And beginning on May 27th through July 4th, guests staying in the select Walt Disney World resorts will have the opportunity to experience Pandora, the world of Avatar, with a special nighttime extra magic hours. Guests of the select Walt Disney World resorts and hotels with a valid theme park admission can fly over the back of the Banshee or take the Navi River ride from 11 p.m. till 1 a.m. And this benefit is in addition to extra magic hours already available to you at the Disney Animal Kingdom. I will also add this. If you're an annual pass holder, they have special dates for annual pass holders to preview this. You'll get both attractions for 2 hours on select nights. And if you're a DVC member, they also have special DVC nights. Same thing. I think you just have to be a DVC member, and you'll get the 2 hours extra. I think it's combining the pass holder nights with some of the DVC night things. So if you are going to be here, and these previews start May 14th and are for 2 weeks, I think run right up until the 27th, and then they are gone. So there still may be some nights available. They're saying they're very limited in space. They're only allowing a certain amount of people per night, so it's not too crazy. So me and John have our night already reserved, so it'll be interesting. You'll have to... we are going on May 15th, so we'll maybe have to do something live that night if they allow us.
Well, that'd be fun if they allow us. Yeah, that'd be really fun. Yeah. It's very interesting how they're wording these. So, you know, the extra magic hours, and we're trying to bring attention to it, not because we're trying to be negative. We're bringing attention to it so that you don't walk in and go, well, I'm staying at a Disney resort, so I get extra magic hours, so I can walk. I could just do Pandora. No, go back and read the copy one more time, guys, and be sure that you're staying at an appropriate Walt Disney World Resort hotel, because it's not theme park or not resort wide. It's select. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's probably the higher end resorts.
The one rumor I heard is initially, I think this May 27th through July 4th, is only for Animal Kingdom lodge people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
you
may want to check with Disney if you made a reservation. To see if you're eligible for those extra magic hours. If not, you may want to move to the Animal Kingdom Lodge if it's a must-do on your list.
Yeah, I just don't want somebody I just don't want somebody who is all excited about, and they book their vacation and, you know, they're staying at like the Pop or, you know, one of the the All-Star resorts.
Something.
And then they find out that they're not at that select resort. So just be aware, guys, and knowing is half the battle, G.I. Joe. So there you go. Anything else on that, my friend?
Nope, I think I'm done.
All right, so this next piece of news should definitely go into the rumor mill, and if it's true, I'm going to be the happiest nerd on the planet.
That's why I left this story for you, John.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. It's gonna be hard for me to get through this story. I'm smiling so hard right now. Rumors are pointing towards that Star-Lord and Groot Think about that for a second. From Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord and Groot. May be coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios here at Walt Disney World. Star-Lord, that's great. And Groot. We already know that Star-Lord is going to be coming as per an audition posting a few weeks ago, as certain bloggers stalk those things. But it now appears that there's going to be Groot joining him in some capacity. Now, it's unknown whether the capacity is going to be the two appearing in the park, maybe something similar to Doctor Strange and how it was, just kind of like this walk-up thing that happened inside the park, or it's going to be more like a BB-8 kind of deal where you walk into this area and I am Groot. We don't know what we don't know yet, but the rumor is we might have the ability to not only meet Star-Lord, man, but we can meet Groot. Can you imagine what that's going to be like if it's an actual person? If it's actually Groot walking. Well,
they have in the animal kingdom Miss Divine, right?
Yeah, but that's not the same as a walking tree.
Well, listen, if they can make a snowman come to life, they can certainly make a tree come to life. I'm just saying.
I feel you. But what would be even cooler if it's like the little baby Groot?
Oh,
that would be awesome.
That would be cute. Now, if it's Groot and Baby Groot, now that would
that'd be
fun.
Even better. It'd be Rocket Raccoon and Baby Groot.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
cool.
Let's go through the list again. I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Right. I am Groot. No, that's the button that'll blow us all up.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun. I know. I think they have tickets now, John. You may want to look into. They're going to show Guardians of the Galaxy, and right behind it, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, the double feature, Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Yeah.
I'm seriously thinking about doing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long time to be in a theater, but,
Well, yeah, but it's not like doing the Star Wars one where everybody was doing the prequels and then Star Wars Episode 8. I mean, that was a commitment.
But if they do it in the dine-in side, I mean, at least you get
great.
some food.
Yeah, sit and get totally smashed by the time, Volume 2 comes on. You're like, I don't remember anything.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, gosh. All right. Last week we had a trivia question, and it was, what musical toy made by Mattel was inspired by the musical instrument played by Jimmy Dodd on the Mickey Mouse Club? The correct answer was the mouse guitar.
Oh, I thought it was a
vuvuzela. With
like
mouse ears. The winner is Karen. Karen also sent us a picture of Jimmy Dodd with the mouse guitar. So she is our winner this week. It's all our little gift is in the mail to you already, Karen. Let's do this. What is this question for the week? You ready?
Okay, I am ready.
This is a little bit tricky. You may have to do some Googling to find this out. What nighttime spectacular replaced the original showing of the Main Street Electrical Parade for the first time when it left Disneyland?
Oh, I know this.
What was the show that replaced that?
It was Disney's Wishes, Illuminations, Sorcery in the Sky, Awesome,
on
Wishes, on Ice,
in 3D, Circus Spectacular,
3D, featuring the voice talents of
ELO,
Michael Jackson, and George Lucas. Right?
Very close. Very, very close. Very close.
I never get these right.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a horrible Disney fan.
You have to Google it. So I can't wait to see these answers because I think this one's a little tough. And maybe not. I didn't try to Google it myself, so maybe it's pretty easy to figure out. All right.
Who knows?
If you are an Avatar fan, this is not for me. No. If you are an Avatar fan, D23 is going to give you a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And Beatrice, this is for you. D23 is offering you the chance to be among one of the first to explore Pandora, the world of Avatar, not only before it opens to the public, but with the Imagineer Joe Rohde. In addition to the guided walkthrough of the exotic new land at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Joe will address the attendees and will enjoy a lunch with Joe at Tiffin's and fellow D23 members.
Two things. Mm-hmm. Mr. Rohde does not like you to rag him about the Yeti. And
as
Walt
we know
Disney
from experience.
World, that's right. He doesn't like that very much. He was good-natured about it, though. I'll give him that. And as with the Disney Parks podcast, all Disney Imagineers and employees are exit only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tour/experience will begin promptly at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The tour will last roughly 3 hours, and check-in will be made at Tiffin's Restaurant in the Animal Kingdom. You will need to be there prior to check-in, approximately 10:45 a.m. On the tour, guests will learn how the thriving Pandorian landscape conveys intrinsic park messages of the value of nature, transformation through adventure, conservation, and stewardship. All attendees will receive a commemorative keepsake for this special engagement, and tickets are a mere $250 per person with a $5 processing fee. So that's $255 per person. And tickets will go on sale this Wednesday, coming up April 5th at 10 a.m. Pacific or 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Please go to the official D23 website to check for all the ticketing links and other additional information that you'll need. I believe on this there will be absolutely no video or photography.
That's not shocking. That's great, though. I mean, it's a little pricey. I'm not going to lie.
I was thinking, if this was $1.25, I might have done it.
Right.
$250 is a little hard to swallow.
Right.
I have a hard time digesting $250.
Is it like one?
To have lunch.
Is it one day, or is there going to be a series of these?
One day only. It's a 1 day only. It's for this 3 hours plus the lunch, and that is it. Boom, boom, boom. You're out.
3-hour tour. Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, buddy.
The other interesting thing I just recently heard Mr. Rohde say is that this takes place. We're seeing Pandora after, I guess, the battle or the war or whatever, and we are now the stewardship of the Pandora rainforest.
Right.
That's the storyline that they're now throwing out there. So
this takes place 1,000 years after the end of the last movie.
Yeah, something like that.
Once they shoot it, so we're actually in this far, far future of Pandora.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Not that it matters.
That's true. Here's my little piece of advice. I shouldn't say this. When Mr. Rohde and his team are here, mm-hmm. they do visit the parks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, when you know that the team's around, just when you're walking around the parks, just be aware and just look for a dude with the longest earrings coming out of his ear and a beard. And that's probably Joe Rohde. He's
been known to have lunch at the Mara over at the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
That's true.
So
that's true.
If you just want to stalk him, just go to the Mara and wait.
That's right. Now, that being said, if anything happens to Joe Rohde while he's here, we neither can confirm nor deny any prior knowledge to anyone Beatrice stalking Joe Rohde, Beatrice Feeney.
Or his itinerary.
That's right. I'm just saying, kids, we have no prior knowledge. If anything bad happens, that was not our goal. We're just, we want to meet a Disney legend. That's about it. So the Fort Wilderness Headless Horseman is having a meet and greet this Halloween. How incredibly cool is that?
I know. I was like, what?
Yeah. So apparently this Halloween, Disney's Fort Wilderness is going to be hosting the Legend of Sleepy Hollow event, which will take place on September 29th and 30th, Thursdays through Sundays in October, and the last Monday and Tuesday of October, the 30th and 31st. Now, the event will include a showing. Oh, my God. a showing of the 1949 classic animated Disney film, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, followed by another 1949 classic. Anyone? The Adventures of Ichabod.
Ooh.
And Mr. Toad. So you get Mr. Toad's thing, and you get The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And lastly, guests will be able to have an actual meet and greet experience with the Headless Horseman himself. Now, guests of this event will receive a limited edition Headless Horseman pin and a premium ticket. Guests will receive an additional goodie bag. So tickets for the Legend of Sleepy Hollow event will go on sale 6 months before each day. For example, the October 1st event, reservations could be made starting April 1st. So be sure to reserve your spots in advance by calling 407-WDW-PLAY. Do we have any idea how much this is going to be?
We don't. There's no mention of price.
I would think this wouldn't be that very expensive, and this would be something really, really cool.
Yeah. I have a feeling they're going to show both these movies outside, Fort Wilderness in the...
Yeah, the campfire.
Yeah, by the campfire. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably close the campfire off to the regular movie night, and we'll have the event, and then they'll walk the horse and the horseman over after he gets done scaring the bejesus out of people over at the Magic Kingdom. And, or before. We don't know. Yeah. We don't know. So this sounds like a fun event. I would like to go do this. So I am like deathly allergic to horses. Like I went on a horseback. Yeah, I went on a horseback riding with a girl that I was dating back in the day, and we got done, and I almost had to go to the hospital because I couldn't breathe. Wow. So me and horses are not necessarily simpatico, although I think they're gorgeous animals. Now my wife.
Well, are they going to have the horse and the horseman, or just the horseman?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm making an assumption here, but
I have a feeling it's just the horseman.
Probably, because it'd be easier to get him from Magic Kingdom to the campsite a heck of a lot faster than the horse himself. Mm-hmm. But I would be very interested in this, just to be able to sit in a campfire or wherever they have this and watch the movie and then meet the Headless Horseman would be kind of cool. Yeah. Which would be weird. Do you think he's going to talk?
No, he's headless.
Well, I mean.
Well, what would a headless person say to you?
I don't know. I've lost my head. I've been hit by the Hatbox Ghost.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
There you go, Disney historians. Enjoy that.
Yeah, right. I know. We're going to have to check it out. Hopefully they'll throw out some more details soon. They do have a couple months. I mean, October's not that close, so we'll see. Well, actually, it's 6 months away, so you never know.
Yep.
All right, this thing really lit up my world. This next story, I am. I don't know how they're going to pull me out of the theater.
Tasers are an amazing thing, kind of like the reverse of a cattle prod.
The music of Pixar live will debut at Disney's Hollywood studio this summer. Now they did this as like a little touring thing, and it was playing here at the Dr. Phillips Center. And I missed it. And now it's free, and it's included with my park ticket. So this summer, Disney's Hollywood Studio will present the music of Pixar live, a symphony of characters. This limited-time concert event will showcase memorable music from Pixar Animation Studio films, complete with a live orchestra and appearances by my beloved Disney Pixar characters. Starting May 26th, the music of Pixar live will be presented 3 times nightly at the Theater of the Stars at Disney's Hollywood Studio, following the regular daily performances of Beauty and the Beast live on stage. The show will also feature highlights from some of Pixar's greatest scores from films like Toy Story, Cars 3, and guests can expect appearances by Woody, Jesse, Mike, Sully, The Incredibles, and much, much more. Stay tuned right here for more information. And me and John are going. And Sarah, and we're all going to have fun.
That's right, but we're not going together because I don't want to be arrested when you jump the stage to get the buzz. Does anybody know who this is? I don't know who that dude is, man. He's cray. He was sitting there drooling the whole time. Buzz Lightyear, he's dressed like Buzz. He's got the mask on. He's got the gloves.
That's what I should do. I should dress up like Buzz.
Oh, my God. Under creepy in the dictionary will be a picture of you. So, funny story. We've got some time. I'll tell the story real quick. So when I was lucky enough to go to Disneyland Paris, and they have things over there that you can purchase that they don't have over here. Like I brought Sid back a Stitch backpack because I don't have them over here. And then I found these. You remember like when we were kids and we had like the Halloween trick-or-treating outfits?
Halloween mask with the one piece of elastic.
Yeah. It came in a box. Right. And it had like the mask. Like I had Luke Skywalker, and then I had a Darth Vader one.
And the extremely flammable polyester thing that you used to wear. The one
smelled the whole time. The whole time. So I found one of those, and I was like, I don't care what I've got to do. I'm bringing one of these back for Tony. So I, went through customs in France, went through customs in Ireland, went through customs in Germany. Didn't have a problem. Got back home. Everything's great. We get back, and my friend picks me up at the airport. Thank you very much, by the way. Mm-hmm. And I said, when we get where we're going, I've got something for you. And he's like, what? I can't tell you. So we get done. I think we had dinner at the Mexican restaurant. So we get done. So come out to the car, and we go out there, and I pull this thing out, and Tony turned into a 4-year-old. It was awesome. Now, flash forward a few weeks. And we get on Skype to get ready for the podcast. And there's this dude wearing the Buzz Lightyear head. I think he had the hoodie on, the hoodie sweatshirt.
The shirt probably.
He had the shirt, and then he had the Buzz Lightyear gloves. You should totally wear that. I mean, you'll have more people paying attention to you from Disney security than you've ever had in your entire life. It'll be awesome.
All right, if we go... I was gonna make a dinner reservation. I figured let's go have dinner. Get there maybe around five or so, and I don't know. I'm assuming the show's gonna like 7, 8, and 9 or something.
Yeah.
All right.
Would have been great if they still had Pizza Planet.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
the circle would have become
complete. Yeah. How do you feel about the Brown Derby?
Big fan. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm booking it.
There you go. That's how it rolls with the Disney Parks podcast crew. So if you're really into cakes and cake decorating, there's a new experience from the Amaret's Patisserie. Sorry, I screw that up every time. The Amaret's Patisserie that's now available for booking. So if you've ever walked into the patisserie at Town Center at Disney Springs, you know actually how beautiful the cakes and pastries in their display cases are. You can watch the artists as they decorate and make their own creations, which is really incredible to watch. And I'm a musician, and I love to watch people create things because I just don't have that ability. A lot of people watch me and go, wow, I really wish I could do that. It's like, yeah, I wish I could do what you do. It's amazing to watch how they could take flour and sugar and butter and turn it into this amazing, delectable treat. So guests can now learn how to create their own deliciousness with the new cake decorating experience at Amaret's Patisserie beginning on March 31st. Complimentary specialty coffee, mimosas, and bellinis, will be available to be enjoyed while you work side by side with the pros to decorate your own Mickey Dome cake. Yes! You'll learn how they seamlessly blend artistry and storytelling into cake design, starting with the elegant glacage, which is French for mirror glaze, and ending with the finishing touches such as chocolate sculpted ears, tail, belt, and batons, all edible, of course. Classes will take place from 8:45 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. each Friday through May 5th of 2017. Now, the cost is $129 plus tax for ages 10 and up for 1 or 2 guests working on a single cake. A second cake can be purchased for an additional $40. So what's the markup on this cake?
I don't think there's a mark. I think there's a mark down. I think that cake. Yeah, I think that cake is very expensive.
So you can get a second cake for $40. Reservations are now open and can be made online or by calling 407-WDW-DINE. And because of the space limitations of the patisserie, space is limited for this event. I would not enjoy this as much, but I think Sid would. I think Sid might enjoy this. This might be a nice little surprise for her.
Yeah. Is her birthday coming up or something?
Our anniversary is coming up in the middle of May.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Surprise, you're making me a cake.
Yeah, no. We're doing. What are we doing? We're doing. It's the 13th and 14th, so we're staying over at the Lake Buena Vista Palace, and we've requested as tall, the highest floor we can get. Disney view, so we can be able to see all the fireworks.
Right.
We're going to stay Friday night, Saturday night. No, we're going to stay Saturday night and Sunday night, and then she's going to get up and go to work where she works, which is very close to there. Right. And then I'm just going to hang out, and then we're going to catch the Avatar thing that night, and then we're going to come home.
Cool.
Yeah, that's our gig. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. So that might be something I'm not sure she's going to listen to this show by then, but dadgum, that'd be a fun little thing for us to do.
Yeah. Maybe keep it in mind. Keep it in your back pocket.
Yep.
All right, last news story for the day is we have more details now on the third parking garage, which is going to kind of sprout wings and fly over to Disney Springs. Way back in September last year, we told you about Reedy Creek Improvement District approved the building of a third parking garage and a pedestrian bridge next to the casting building across from Disney Springs. It's a big building that says casting on it. Right. We also originally reported that the new garage would provide 2,000 spaces. We're now hearing that it will provide 3,000 additional covered spaces, not only for guests and Disney Spring cast members, but also for residents of the casting and partner building, which is formerly the Sun Trust building on the corner there. We'll also include the same smart technology as the orange and lime garage, so you can find your parking spot pretty easily. The parking lot for the casting building is set to close on April 1st, right around the corner. And the casting and partnering building residents will be directed to park in the cast services parking lots, entering by Team Disney and using the designated walkway to get to their building. That's quite a little hike, my friends. Guests of the casting and partner building will park in designated 2-hour and 4-hour parking lots adjacent to the partner building as well. I'm glad to see they're adding more parking spots. I really think they probably could add 5,000 and still have, not enough space.
What's shocking is when you realize when they doubled their parking, we're like, wow, what are they going to do to fill all that? And it's like every time we go, it's like both lots are super full.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez,
yeah, I've been there on days when both the electronic signs say full, and then people say, "Well, there were spots in there." Well, I don't know. Well, why does the sign say full?
Right.
And there's very little surface parking anymore. There's a little bit in front of the World of Disney store, but most of that lot is for valet that they have over there, and then the strawberry lot in the back. Over by Cirque, and that's it. All the other lots are gone. There's and the little a lot in front of Cirque too. So
and the creepy thing, not creepy, I shouldn't say creepy. The freaky thing to think about is if all the lots are full and there are people being bussed in.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah,
build it, they will come.
Right. All right, let's wrap up with our headline news.
What? I don't have the sound effect yet.
Yeah. Mr. Iger had his contract extended to 2019. The reason behind this is not because Bob wants to stay. Mm-hmm. It's because Bob does not have a successor. There was somebody in line, and the board doesn't like that person. So now they're starting from scratch again to find a new Bob Iger successor.
Talk about a popularity fail.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, but they need to figure out something quickly. Especially if the dude's going to leave in 2 years. So I think that's a short time to get somebody up to speed on how to run a multi-trillion-dollar company. But that's just me.
It's not like they can't extend it again.
Yeah. It's not like Bob's going to go, well, here's your password. You just log in over here. Okay, thanks. We'll see you. Call me if you have any questions.
Here's the card to the commissary.
Yep.
Don't eat more than once a week.
Bathroom. All right, next one is their new security screening is coming to the Magic Kingdom. They've put up some temporary tents. There's 2 rows. Tent number 1 will kind of be the bag check thing, and then tent number 2 will be the bazillion metal detectors that Disney is now putting up.
Did you say Brazilian metal detectors?
Yes.
You're going to walk through and they're going to clap and cheer?
Yeah. These tents are temporary. If this procedure goes the way they think, then they'll put up their permanent structures. So this is kind of to see how the flow will work before they start, building things that they have to tear down and move.
Right.
We've been talking about this for a while. The Portobello restaurant at Disney Springs is closing April 23rd for a very long refurbishment. We don't know how long at this point, but they're going down for a long time. Think of like as long as the Fulton House was down, about that time, probably about 6 months or more.
Right.
I thought this was a very interesting rumor. Apple may be looking to buy the Walt Disney Company.
Oh, my goodness. I saw this story, and I was like, holy crap.
Now, Apple has $200 billion, I'm going to say that again, $200 billion with a B, dollars in cash in their cash reserves.
Warren Buffett would not approve of that. That's way too much money to have. Well,
that's the problem that a lot of the stockholders have, is that is a lot of cash.
Right.
So, could Johnny Ives, who is the designer of most Apple products, be building a new Space Mountain while Joe Rohde will be building the new Apple iPhone? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
That's crazy. That's crazy. My fear, it made sense when Disney bought Marvel. It made sense when Disney bought Lucasfilm. I get a little nervous when a tech company wants to buy an entertainment franchise.
Well, this tech company also wants to be an entertainment company.
Well, there you go.
So this would be a huge play in getting entertainment.
It'd be huge.
Huge. The Liberty Tree Tavern has some menu changes. They brought back the New England pot roast and the fish and chips. A lot of people complain that they're gone. And now they're back. So there you go. Keep complaining, people. And then Star Wars, actually Mr. Iger made a statement that Carrie Fisher's passing will not be addressed in the new Star Wars, The Last Jedi. She filmed all of her shots, and they will not address how Leia dies or why Carrie Fisher is not doing anymore or anything like that. So it's all over. Don't look for that being part of the movie. And that's it. That's all we got.
I think that's smart. Well, yeah. I was going to say, I think that's smart because, we don't want to set anybody up for disappointment. And I think that also gives, instead of scrambling and doing a poor job of writing her out of the franchise, that gives them time to do it and do it justice. So I was not disappointed when I heard that. So that's good. That's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on in the world of Disney right now. So it's good. Keeps us on our toes.
Exactly. Keeps us on us. So we'd like for you to go check us out, follow us. Go to the DisneyParksPodcast.com if you have not. We have we'll try to put up more news stories. We've kind of been slacking and lacking. So I'm going to try and catch up on that as much as I can. Go check us out there. You can find the show there. You can find our sponsors there. You can find, the T-shirt club links and all that kind of stuff over at the DisneyParksPodcast.com. Visit us on Facebook. Usually crazy things happen over on Facebook pretty quickly. So visit us at Facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast and at Twitter at Disney Podcaster. And if you like, please leave us a message at 407-413-9010. And as we'd like to say around here, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. One you wish upon a star.